joining me again on another video. And for those of you that are new to the channel, thanks for clicking on this video. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to have a look at my ultra lightweight camping stove setup. Now this is broken down into a few parts. We have got a 750ml titanium mug for boiling water, and then I've also got a collapsible 350ml cup for making hot drinks in. And inside of here we have got the X-Boil. Now that's comprised of the windshield, the ultra lightweight alcohol stove, and also the little pot stands to put your mug on top of it on the windshield, so to when you're boiling your water. Also inside of here is what you get with the X-Boil ultra lightweight camping stove is you also get a 30ml alcohol a fuel bottle to put your fuel in, which is good for a sort of like a day camp. You've also got the additional options of, this is a 100ml bottle, which is good for a few days out if you are going out for a few days on a few wild camps for a few days. And then you also have the 200ml bottle, which is good for about, they say, up to about a week of fuel. Now I use bioethanol fuel just due to the fact that it's a cleaner fuel, it doesn't burn off smoky, and yeah, I've got some in here at the moment. But just to give you a bit of an insight with the X-Boil alcohol stove setup, the actual setup itself weighs 45 grams, and then you also need to add the additional weight for the 30ml bottle. Now with the 30ml bottle empty in my stove setup, the actual setup weight without fuel is 272 grams, and then the weight with the 30ml bottle filled is 304 grams. So as you can see, it's a pretty ultra lightweight setup. I use this, I have two setups. I have my alcohol stove setup, and then I've also got my gas burner setup as well, which obviously is a considerable amount more. But I actually really like the alcohol stove setup. It's just, you can light it up, sit back. Yeah, it takes longer than gas, but it's not as noisy, it's silent. And to be fair, when you're wild camping, you're not in no rush for the water to boil, so you can just sit back, watch nature as it goes by, and wait for your water to boil. What you also do get, you can buy it as an additional option. Now the kit itself, you can purchase from X-Boil itself. It's currently 49 euros, with 49 euros 50, which is about £42 in English money. You get the 30ml fuel bottle with it, and if you did want to buy the additional bottles, so the 200ml bottle or the 100ml bottle, they're €3 each. Now I purchased the kit, and additionally I brought the 200ml fuel bottle, but when the package actually arrived from X-Boil, they'd also included the 100ml as well, so I've got one of each. When you order from X-Boil, it's a little bit different to ordering normally in the UK. If I'm right, it's a Dutch company. Now what they do is you order the product through their website, they send the product out to you. Now you don't pay for the product up front, you actually pay for the product. They include an invoice with payment details on the invoice when the parcel or package arrives, and then you'll go on and make the relevant payment through them, but you don't actually pay for the product until it's received. Now they have released a new version of the X-Boil windstand, which I believe has got an improved top for putting your pans on, for cooking with your pans. So as I said, in the top of my ultra lightweight setup, we've got this is just a Life Venture collapsible 350ml cup, bought it from Go Outdoors, they're £7. You can purchase one of those from Go Outdoors. What I will also do is I'll leave links to all the products in the description as well, so you guys can feel free, go and have a look, and have a look at the products as well yourself. So this is a 750ml Tom Shoe titanium cup. Now I actually brought this from AliExpress, and I think with taxes and postage it was about £20 for the cup, and it also comes with this nice little net bag as well. So inside of the titanium pot, I keep a few little things in there, as you can probably see. So one of those firstly being, as I said, you've got the 30ml fuel bottle to put the fuel in. I also carry a lighter I carry a lighter, additional lighter in every stove setup they got. So whether it be the alcohol stove that I'm showing you now, or whether it be my gas stove. In my gas stove, I do also carry, and I probably will put it in here as well, is I do keep a flint as well in my gas stove. So I've got lighter. Then this is the safety burner. Now, when you receive it, within the safety burner itself, you've actually got your 3 little hooks for your pot to stand on the windshield. Now, the burner itself, this is the ultralight version. They do a, what you'd say, not an ultralight one, it's just their standard one. They're exactly the same price. The only difference is the alcohol stove on the standard one is bigger than this one, and it weighs a little bit more. So the ultralight safety burner weighs in at 12 grams. Now that's a graphite felt inside, and with it being the graphite felt inside, I'll quickly show you. I'll put a bit of fuel in. If you put a bit of fuel in, and then you tip it up on its side, it doesn't leak. So it absorbs it. So if you knock it over, when you filled it up, you don't have to worry about the fuel leaking out. The graphite felt absorbs that up. So yeah, as I said, ultralight alcohol stove, weighs in at 12 grams, and as I said, graphite felt inside. You've got 3, if I can show you on here, you've got 3, these are titanium hooks for the windshield. Now these weigh in at 1.8 grams each, so the 3 combined together weigh in at 5.4 grams. And then finally, you've got the X-Boil stainless steel windshield. Now the windshield itself weighs in at 20 grams, and it's made from stainless steel. Now this specific windshield, they do different sizes. This is the windshield to fit a pot size between 90 to 100 millimeters in diameter. So yeah, so that's the windshield there. As I said, it has got a stand to be able to put your pans on, but I believe on the new one they've actually updated the pan stand for the top. So with if you have a look on here, you'll see that there are 3 notches on the actual windshield itself, and each one of your titanium pot stands hooks on. So it just hooks on there like so. Hooks on in the indent, so you'd put all 3 of those there. So it's all 3, and then on top you can then sit your pot. As I said, that's a 90 to 100 mil pot. For a 90 to 100 mil pot, they do bigger ones, but you have to have a look on the website to see which size you needed for your pot dimensions. As also mentioned, that these bottles are €3 a piece. Now I found an alternative option is I went down to my local, to Wilko's, and I actually purchased these. Now these are 100 mil travel bottles for when you're going abroad to put your fluids in. So they're 100 mil. I put a little tag, a little note on, a little sticky on the front saying it's 100 mil bioethanol, so I know what's in that bottle. Now these from Wilko's are 65 pence each. So you've got €3 to purchase the large 200 mil, or you can buy 2 of them to make 200 mil, 65p. So that's £1.30. So you can save yourself a bit of money just by getting the 100 mil travel bottles. So yeah, so there's a room for thought. So yeah, so with the little alcohol stove, what I will do in a minute is I'll fill it up with some water, and I'll bring you in. I'll show you lighting it up. But yeah, as I said, and all the products, and where you can find all the products, they'll all be in the description below. So yeah, let's jump in, and I'll put some water in it, and we'll light up the alcohol, get the alcohol stove filled up and light up, and I'll bring you back. So just another thing that I also did is I cut out here. This is a piece of aluminium foil from just a pie dish. I cut that out to put on the floor to stop it burning the ground. So all you need to do is, when you're filling it up, just get your either your meths or, as I said in my case, bioethanol. You just tip it in and you'll see when it's full. So you just keep filling. And then, yeah, you'll see that it's pretty full. It'll overflow the graphite felt when it's full. So then all that you do is light it up first. Just also be careful when you're lighting it, because if you're in quite strong daylight, you can't actually see the flame. So what I tend to do is light it so that's lit. So you can probably see a faint fade. Sorry, you can probably see a faint flame, which increases. Then all you do is pop your, so once you've got it lit, pop over your windshield, pop your mug on top, and then we'll put some water in as well. And what I'll also do is I'll pop a timer on just to see how long it takes to boil. But as I said, this will be dependent on a few varied things really. Might be to do with if it's windy, might reduce it. Sometimes you just have to check. Yeah, so it's still burning. So if it's windy, I'll reset, I'll start it, we'll pop the lid on. And I'll come back to you in a minute once it's boiled up, and I'll let you know how long it's taken. So there you go, guys. According to my stopwatch, that was just under 9 minutes to boil about 300 mils of water. As I said, boiling times may vary depending on how much water you're looking to boil, and also any element factors, i.e. if it's really windy, sometimes it tends to blow the flame around a little bit at the bottom. So yeah, so that's 300 mils of water boiled in just under 9 minutes. So then, as you can see, the flame grows pretty well once you get it lit. Now what I do is, to get this out, because you've got the pot stand in there, I either get a stick or sometimes a fork or something, and what I'll do is I'll just pick it up, I'll move that over to the one side, and then I'll get the little cap for the alcohol stove and just pop it on top, and that extinguishes the flame. But as I said, I'll put it on this piece of aluminium foil just to stop it burning the ground, because sometimes the wind can blow the flame down. If you've got dry grass around it, it can sometimes set the grass on fire. You might want to have a bigger piece of aluminium foil if you wanted to, but I just got that little one just because it fits inside. It fits inside of here, so everything's all fitted together. So I'll bring you back up, and yeah, I'll give you my thoughts of the my ultralight camping stove setup. And as I said, the main thing was the X-Boil. So we'll jump back up, and I'll give you my thoughts on both of those. So there you go, guys. That's my ultra lightweight camping stove setup. As I said, I have got a gas stove set up as well. I think the last time when I weighed it, it's exactly pretty much the same, but it's got the gas canister and that in it. I think that weighed about 400. I think I did a video previously. It weighs about 400 to 500 grams. But yeah, my thoughts on the X-Boil. Now, that's actually, the windshield's actually cooled straight down, so it doesn't stay warm for very long. Personally, I actually love the X-Boil. If you're not in a rush that you want to boil water, or cooking might be different because obviously you've got a flame direct onto a pan. But if you're not in a rush that you want to boil up some water straight away, I absolutely love the X-Boil. I take this pretty much everywhere that I go now. I like to just sit, put the alcohol stove on and just watch the world go by until it boils up. So yeah, I would recommend it. As I said, I'll leave a link to the description of where you can purchase the X-Boil stove kit from, if you are interested in purchasing one. So thanks for joining me on this one again, guys. As always, remember, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, feel free to share the video with friends, family, whoever you like. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you all soon, and take care.